Trisha's our #1 recruiter last year and spoke at conference and is just an amazing trainer, amazing upline, as Marla now knows. And Marla is a level 2 to her. There's one person between them who couldn't be on tonight. So what I'd love Trisha to share is from her point of view, leading somebody new. And then Marla, I'd love for you to share what it was like being brand new and having your kickoff party and just responses from some of the girls, that kind of thing. And I just want to reiterate to everyone how great our fast start is right now. I mean, you saw some of those. Sue sites got 190 half off items. You don't have to use them all, but why not get them, earn them in your fast start so that you can put jewelry on your table. Only difference between people like Trisha and leaders that have done this for longer have the exact same skill set. They just do more of it. The consistency is the most important thing.
Okay, so first of all, I will say that I am the type of representative that has always believed in helping a new representative get started. And I believe in helping a new representative get started by helping her with a launch party. If she's further away, virtual launch party, or if she's nearby, home party. Marla does come to me as a level 2, and Courtney, her friend, joined as well. And they both live in Yuma, Arizona, which is about 3 hours from me. You know, initially, just with the starting, Marla showed interest in the jewelry, and all I really knew is that Marla liked the jewelry. So we started some text dialogue by sharing information. The information that I began to share was our join jewelry kit options and letting her know what special was in this month. I let her know the commission plan, and I gave her the hostess information. And then I just started some fresh dialogue, not knowing a lot about Marla, and she expressed that she was interested. She also said via text that the commission plan answered a lot of her questions. Then she said that she was just with her mom, and her mom pretty much kind of talked her out of it. She said her mom said that I'm too busy. And so I pretty much explained to Marla, trust me, I know how it is being busy. We're all busy. So I just felt I related to that. We're busy. And I just said that, jewelry sparks joy. You can do this at your own pace. And it's up to you. So Marla said she was going to talk to her husband. And then obviously your husband gave you some sort of green light. So you went ahead and went with your heart, and why not give it a try? Those are the things that how Marla and I started dialogue. Marla then signed up. And the thing that I like about Marla is that she was engaged and she was curious and she had some questions. And so we got on the line. We talked for maybe, 30, 35 minutes, just some information about the company and the process and doing a party. And since she was in Yuma, I was intending to do a virtual party with her, which we started a Facebook group, and I coached her on that. And she set up her party link, and I posted jewelry pictures, to help her out. I'm going to say, Marla, that I appreciated your interest and your questions, because that just showed that you were very curious to want to learn. And then Courtney, who's her essentially, upline, said, would I come out to Yuma, Arizona? And my heart beats fast in excitement, and I was all in. I helped Marla and Courtney do a launch party. They did this together because they both joined within about 10 days to 2 weeks of each other. And it was great. They both invited ladies there. It was a muffins and mimosa theme. They both invited ladies there. And pretty much when I got there, the other thing, that I appreciated was Marla's like, what time are you getting there? I don't want to miss anything. And she was there before I arrived so that she can take it all in. So I set up the tablecloth and the jewelry, and right away I just started sharing that, essentially just kind of a little bit of coaching that the jewelry is going to be out on display. I've got order forms. Do you have order forms, catalogs? I'm going to help you talk to people, help process orders, and she can job shadow and do the same. And then the jewelry was going to be around the table. And I even painted a picture. Sometimes people are going to come in and go straight to the jewelry. Some are going to go mingle to the food and all of it in between. So the party started, and it actually went off very normal to a normal party. The combination of things happened, and And I was helping ladies with orders. Marla was helping ladies with orders. Courtney was helping ladies with orders. And we were all basically helping with orders as well as trying on the jewelry and the typical things that happen around the table. So it went off really, really well. They were super successful. I mean, talk about great new reps. They basically, leaving the party, they were at like $4,000 combined between the two of them. And then they both had their online links open. And by the end of the month, they both scooped up a lot more orders and did great. And I believe in helping a new rep get started. As representatives, it doesn't matter if you're seasoned or new. Or fairly new to the business. You know how to enter an order. You learn how to do a few basics. That's all the new rep needs to know. And in fact, Marla already thinking about or talking to people about business opportunity as well as hosting. And so was Courtney. It's a blessing to have these beautiful ladies on the team because they are excited to share the jewelry. Representatives can join at any level and at any pace. So that's what we welcome everybody.
A couple of things that I love that Trisha said is she matches energy, like basically. They were excited, so she was excited. And I love that you said busy people and that you were able to overcome some objections because truthfully, we all know if you want something done, give it to a busy person. We all do the same things. It's just that the people who are successful do them more often and more consistently, right? So that's what you want to work on is being consistent and setting your goals. Even if you only want a couple parties a month, it is better to do double that. It'll feel like you did two because a lot of it is a roller coaster of starting over again, so you want to get in that consistent behavior. Think about why people do this business. A lot of times it's just hope for the future. Hope for an income that they can be flexible, that they can do things at their own time. And I think that Trisha, fed into that and made them realize by watching her do this job with joy and confidence, and what did you say, Trisha? The other thing you said,
jewelry sparks joy.
Joy. I love
wanted
that.
Marla to know that that's great. She's a preschool director, I believe, and she's caring for her mom and she's got a family. So I wanted Marla to know that that's all good and she can do it at her own pace. And jewelry sparks joy, that it is an easy thing. It is wearing and sharing. So there really wasn't a lot of pressure coming from us, certainly, but also not that she had to expect any pressure from herself.
So that leads us to you, Miss Marla. I'd love to hear your point of view, what it was like making the decision, the launch party, working with Trisha.
Well, first of all, just the conversations we had, from the text messages to finally sitting down and talking on the phone. And like she said, I had a whole bunch of crazy questions, but she really came through and just answered them and was like, I got you. I'm here for you. One thing that really helped me is when we set up the launch party online, Trish was so good about posting stuff every day for me. And at that point in time, I wasn't ready to do any of that. And she was just nailing it for me. So that really, really helped. When I was working with someone, she could come over and give me a little tip, how the catalog was set up. Like it's those little things, those aha little things that you don't ever catch it in a training like this.
Right.
But that hands-on shadow was the best. And Courtney, we've got a great gig going here. She's out of town right now, and I had a party last night. I'm having a party tomorrow night. I've got all her jewelry. Trisha showed us how to share jewelry and how to take pictures so I know what's hers and put it back in the trays. And all those little minor details that are not minor, but they are minor, but they're huge.
It's actually the physical side of doing this party. You can watch trainings all day long, but to physically see her pick up the jewelry, pack it up, how she does it, take pictures of it, all that stuff. And that is priceless.
Yeah. I liked her little sayings that she had at the party that I'm using now. You got to try it on, you got to touch it. It really gets the people involved and engaged. So I'm trying something because of course this is only my second month. So this week I have 2 parties. People don't want to host. I don't know if it's a post-COVID thing. I don't know if it's just.
Okay, let me ask you a question before you say people don't want to host. I want you to hear your. Oh, at their
No,
house. Okay, so maybe
yeah,
that's some of the people you've asked. But here's the thing right now, because Corinne thought at the beginning before you got on, she's like, well, I'm a little bummed. You know, I did get on the phone tonight and I'm waiting for her to say, she's like, I only booked 2 parties. And I was like, what? How many people did you call? Thinking she was going to say 50. And how many did you call?
11.
11 and got 2 parties. And that's excellent. 1 in 10.
Last night was all the administrators in my district, and I did it right after school so they could come over. I had cookies and cheese and blah, 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 and a little wine cooler and water. Super
Perfect.
simple. And my mom, guess who was the first one over? My mom. Nosy Nelly.
Does she like the jewelry? What is your mom
God,
thinking now?
kind of in a unique situation because we're empty nesters. So I can leave it all set up for tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Good.
So, but what I was saying about people say, now I'm selling it as you bring the food and invite the people. I got the house. I got you.
Perfect.
You know
that some people have a Mexican restaurant. Pat Patterson in Georgia, she has a Mexican restaurant. She knows that every month she's got like 3 to 6 hostesses who come on those parties every month. So if somebody says no to their house, she's like, well, I do a mega party at this Mexican restaurant. And she knows the dates and she invites them there.
We're super excited about that.
Yeah. There's a woman who owns this boutique, cute, got jewelry, clothes, all that kind of stuff. But she said, by the way, if you bring 10 friends in, we give you this, you get $100. And whatever your friends buy, you get 20% of the sales. And they said that they started out doing it just on Thursday nights. Now they're doing it every night but Monday, and they're booked through February 14th.